Let me take you back almost 200 years ago, to a time when Texas was not yet a state but a battleground, a place where courage, ambition, and destiny collided. This is the story of the Texas Revolution, a war that reshaped the map of North America. In the next, we'll dive into the causes, key battles, and legendary figures that made this war unforgettable. So grab a seat and let's get started. To understand the Texas Revolution, we need to rewind to the early 1800s. Back then, Texas was part of Mexico. Mexico had just gained independence from Spain in 1821, and they were eager to settle their northern territories, including Texas. Enter the impresarios. These were land agents like Stephen F. Austin, who brought settlers, mostly Americans, into Texas by the 1830s. Tens of thousands of settlers were farming, ranching, and building communities. But here's the twist: these settlers brought their American ways, like speaking English, practicing Protestant Christianity, and, yes, owning slaves. This clashed with Mexico's culture and laws, including their ban on slavery. Tensions were brewing, but the final spark came in 1835 when Mexico's president, Antonio López de Santa Anna, became a dictator and started enforcing stricter control over Texas. Texans weren't having it. Revolution was in the air. The revolution officially began in October 1835 with the Battle of Gonzales. You've probably heard the phrase "come and take it." That was born here. Mexican troops tried to seize a cannon from Texan settlers, but the Texans refused. A small skirmish broke out and the Texans emerged victorious. This wasn't just a battle, it was a statement. Texans were ready to fight for their rights and possibly their independence. After Gonzales, the Texan rebels began organizing. They captured key Mexican forts, including the famous Alamo and San Antonio. Things were looking up for the Texan cause, but Mexico wasn't about to back down. Let's talk about the Alamo, one of the most iconic battles in American history. In February 1836, Santa Anna led a massive army into Texas to crush the rebellion. About 200 Texan defenders, including famous names like William B. Travis, James Buell, and Davy Crockett, fortified themselves inside the Alamo, an old Spanish mission. Santa Anna's army laid siege to the Alamo for 13 days. On March 6, 1836, the Mexican forces launched a brutal assault. Despite a heroic defense, every Texan defender was killed. Why does this battle matter so much? The Alamo became a symbol of Texan courage and sacrifice. The phrase "remember the Alamo" would rally Texans in the battles to come. After the Alamo, things went from bad to worse. In March 1836, Mexican troops captured and executed over 400 Texan soldiers at Goliad. This massacre shocked and enraged Texans. But here's the thing about revolutions: they thrive on anger and resolve. Under General Sam Houston, the Texan army regrouped. Houston knew he couldn't win a direct fight against Santa Anna's superior forces, so he used a strategy of retreating, gathering strength, and waiting for the perfect moment. That moment came on April 21, 1836, at the Battle of San Jacinto. Houston's army surprised Santa Anna's troops in a swift, decisive attack. In just 18 minutes, the Texans achieved a stunning victory, capturing Santa Anna himself. Santa Anna was forced to sign the treaties of Velasco, granting Texas its independence. Just like that, the Republic of Texas was born. So, what did the Texas Revolution achieve? First, it created an independent Republic of Texas, which would last for 9 years before joining the United States in 1845. But the revolution also left a complicated legacy. For one, it intensified the debate over slavery in America, as Texas allowed slavery, fueling tensions that would eventually lead to the Civil War. It also set the stage for future conflicts between the U.S. and Mexico, including the Mexican-American War. And, of course, it shaped the identity of Texas, a state still known for its fierce independence and pride. Before we wrap up, let's talk about the myths and legends of the Texas Revolution. People like Davy Crockett, Sam Houston, and Santa Anna have become larger-than-life figures. But were they really the heroes or villains we make them out to be? The truth is always more complicated. Crockett, for example, was a skilled frontiersman but not the superhuman figure portrayed in pop culture. And Santa Anna? Sure, he's the villain of this story, but he was also a brilliant, if ruthless, leader. What makes history fascinating is that these were real people facing impossible decisions in extraordinary times. The Texas Revolution wasn't just a fight for independence. It was a clash of cultures, ideals, and ambitions. It's a story of resilience, sacrifice, and the pursuit of freedom values that still resonate today. Thanks for joining me on this journey through history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what other topics you'd like to explore. Remember, history isn't just about the past, it's about understanding how we got here. See you next time.